This episode of the Doug Stanhope Podcast is sponsored by Blue Apron. For less than $10 per meal, Blue Apron delivers all of the ingredients to create home-cooked meals with simple, easy-to-follow directions. Get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/Stanhope. That's blueapron.com/Stanhope. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
That's not the Dan Aykroyd skull vodka.
No, that's
Scully. It's Scully, though.
That's absinthe. I didn't write down
Homemade
the
jobber.
Fuck, are you kidding me?
Oh, shit.
It's not green. That's very deceptive. Will you be
Well, he
doing
said
hallucinating?
in the letter, yeah, usually it's green. Mine's pink. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
That's
basically.
a feature.
No,
that's
good.
a feature, not a mistake.
Yeah, no, that's heavy. That's like a pink diamond.
He said that he home brews
They have them. That's the highest, the pink.
his
and the red.
own absinthe,
Seems
which
like a
is
gimmick.
it is.
Of course it is.
He said this batch came out between 155 and 160 proof. But that whole, we were talking last night, Chaille. Chaille's here. Chad Shank is
Mr.
here.
Shank.
Tom Konopka's here with the seasonal flu of Bisbee allergies.
Cottonwood and mulberry bush.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
And Floyd and
do it,
Neighbor
man.
Dave are here along
Floyd.
with our bartender Tracey and our newest employee,
Yes.
Denise.
Bonita Denise de Bisbee.
Denise was the one sending you merch while we were off on holiday, on walkabout.
I like it when you guys go places. I get to stay home for longer stretches.
So yes, I didn't write. Maybe I did write down his name. Yeah, Brad Miller sent us absinthe, and he said the next batch he sends us, as though this is going to get gone through quickly.
It will.
I'm not.
I'm going to hit
I'm
some of
afraid.
it tonight. Yeah. Oh, fuck that. I'm going to a little bit of it somewhere.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, might clear your
Strap me
allergies
down.
up.
There you go.
I'll do a shot.
Fuck yes.
I'm not.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I just get a
look,
few days to get my shit together and get back out there.
absinthe.
Then you'll be absent again.
Well, the whole
Hi-yo.
You go absinthe instead of bingo this time. Thank you,
the
Tom.
whole ploy of absinthe is that it has hallucinogenic
Yeah.
properties, like eating the worm. I don't know if that's bullshit,
Yeah.
but absinthe is bullshit.
when
Originally it wasn't, but what they've been making it for the last 100 years is it's...
when they
it's
distill
shit.
it, the distilling process itself actually destroys any hallucinogenic properties in the wormwood.
Yeah.
And the real reason, here we go. James, here's my James Inman. The real reason you're not allowed to get real absinthe. You want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth.
That's more of an Alex Jones.
Okay. Oh yeah,
It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
I just
No.
saw a video, a clips of him just yelling to metal music, being
I
like
saw that.
being the like the
I saw that.
the puker.
Yeah, clip.
Anyway, it was all a ploy to try and get weed made illegal. Was they started off with something that not really a lot of people cared about, was to try and get that legislation passed, and they got everyone hyped up on making sure that absinthe didn't, get people to smoke jazz cigarettes, and then they go, now we're after the jazz cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just all bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, if you drink 160 proof drink, you're going to go, oh, this is good magical powers. Because, you just drank 3 fucking drinks at once.
And everyone's gone, and you woke up.
Yeah.
Well,
Psychosomatic.
now that is the second highest proof bottle here, which the highest proof is in the mason jar, which is the moonshine that we don't even get near.
Who sent that?
I
Was
don't
that- was
remember, and that's probably why it's
That's
still
not
here.
bird clouds.
Might have been bird cloud.
Oh.
Remember
Yeah,
they had
maybe.
that.
I don't fuck with that.
We don't really
I know.
exactly.
Anything.
I don't need to get drunker quicker. I'm drunker always.
Welcome back, Douglas. For
Thanks.
God's sakes.
My goodness.
Dougie,
Yay,
welcome back,
you made
sir.
it.
Welcome back.
I had a lot of notes.
Welcome back.
I don't know what I missed while I was gone. Today, there's more and more people every day. The more we say no on the podcast, it's going to be a long time before we have visitors today. Today, I think it might have been a local, but I was out here alone just trying to get my shit together. It's more work when you get home from the road. The road is just trying to get an act together, and then all day watching Friday Night Tykes because Morgan Murphy, she brought her laptop so she could come to your room, plug her laptop into your TV, which I know Chaille could do too. And then you can watch like Netflix when you're trying to work on your act. And we watch this series, Friday Night Tykes. Me and Morgan Murphy and Brett Erickson just get off the road. But this series, it's angry Texas football, highest level of kid football, angry boot camp. It's like scared straight of 8 and 9-year-olds playing football and their angry parents.
Like a child abuse documentary.
It is. It's fucking Sandusky with a brain instead of the genitals. It's great. They're teaching kids. I fucking tweeted one of the coaches because they're on Twitter. It's great when you watch documentaries and you go, I can find you, you fucking cocksucker. I wish I had his name written down, but he was teaching the kids where towards the temple to spear kids helmet to helmet.
What?
8 and 9-year-olds to put them out of the game. That'll knock them out. And then you get 11, then you get 10, then you get 9, then you get 8. I'm like, you motherfucker. And then he starts tweeting me back. Hey, when are you coming to San Antonio? Then he emails me. I'm a fan. I'd love to have beers. Nate. When are you playing San Antonio again? Yeah. And then tweets again. Did you see my email? I emailed. Like, no, you're a fucking horrible person. Like,
when he does it right on, like even the fucking morons in prison on Lockup Raw know not to talk shit when the cameras are right there. Like,
unbelievable.
Anyway, visitors, people saying, "Hey, I'm coming to Bisbee." Like, some are cool. If you have time, I don't. I won't for a while. Yeah. I'm making up time. I'm so backed up from all that hospital shit and then the book and then now trying to fucking write a new act and act like it's funny. Yeah, I'm not going to have time to hang out in Bisbee for a while. But the more we say that on the podcast, the more people I realize don't listen to the podcasts because... Today, I'm sitting in here trying to get caught up, and I hear a car pull up. It's very loud, and I hear stops in front, shuts off, and then I hear, Doug Stanhope over the fence, and I don't go out. Tom must have been sleeping all day. You slept through FedEx today with Blue Apron dropped off some stuff.
Absolutely.
Did you get that?
Absolutely.
Good. And I just waited, but then almost immediately, and drove off. And if fans usually lurk outside when they come over and the dogs bark and then you hide.
You're not the first person doing this, by the way.
So I'm assuming
we see what you do through the window, through the cutouts, and you're not being stealthy.
You're being monitored from about 9 different cameras, but you don't.
Well, that's the problem. When I'm home, turn off the cameras because one of them's on me. And what if I actually accidentally jerk off and forget about that?
Oops.
Accidentally.
We have an app that scrubs any pants unzipping.
Oh shit! Yeah. You know what? I need
tuned it to your.
I need a Sharpie.
Here you go.
I told an old story out there while Bingo and Chaille Ukulele, which is Chaille, Tracey, and Bingo, she learned a new song today, so they were practicing. So I had me and neighbor Dave and the rest of us outside because she doesn't want to be watched. And I told an old story that got a big laugh, and I go, "Fuck, I could put that in the act."
That was
nice.
Good.
That was when you were there?
Yeah, you guys won't know what it is, but we listened to it.
We
it was
probably
fucking
said
hilarious.
it once on a podcast, but who gives a fuck? Now I know no one listens to the podcast because they show up at the house. Didn't you had someone show up while I was gone?
Yeah, that's the Blake from Baton Rouge.
Oh, yeah.
He dropped off. It was weird. He sent postcards to everybody, and that was really cool. He's from Baton Rouge. It's Blake. No last name. I understand why. And then about 2 days later, I get done walking the dogs, and I'm coming in the front gate, and there's this big container of paint and about 15 used paintbrushes.
The roller brush frames, but not without the
and they're all used, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're very. He said, "Look, I tried to go down to see Gretchen at the Mariposa studio. They didn't let me through at the border at Naco, but that was just a trip. We had the postcards. You got yours. You probably saw Chad. But 2 days later, the guy's at the fucking gate from Baton Rouge. Thanks, Blake. I don't know what to say. That's pretty cool, but that's fucking wild, huh?
Yeah, you get some that are cocky where they go,
yeah.
Well, if you don't answer this email, I'll probably just show up anyway. And even if it's just you telling me to fuck off, and I was going to email back, no, that'll be Tom telling you to fuck off.
That will be Tom telling you to fuck
Your
off.
silence will be interpreted as an affirmative.
Yes.
See you soon, I hope. Remember that one guy, he dropped off he cleaned out his dad's storage unit, and he brought over... There's some stuff still in the yard because I just pushed it to the side. Then someone put it on the planter, and then I go, well, if it's gonna stay there, let's put it here. It looks better by the bush. But someone that dropped off an actual bronze Remington sculpture.
Oh fuck!
That is available at Redbone on Subway Street at Lucy St. John's place.
Lucy St.
You know
John,
what? We talked today about dehoarding again because I've been staying in the little house. Since I started writing the book, it's so close to the FunHouse where I can smoke, and then I don't have to go all the way back to the quiet house. And I'm if I could just clean this, it's 300 square feet. It's a fucking motel room.
It's a great one, though.
But I sit and I take a shit where you can see all the nonsense that we've had for 12 years here. If I could just clean this place up, we live in a toy box where we're constant children and we're bored with most of the toys. Let's just get rid of this shit. Yeah, we had that 10 years ago. I get that. Well, let's get rid of it all and start over at least.
So, Doug, what you're saying is you're tired of stepping on Lego blocks.
Exactly. That's exactly what this place has become.
Yes.
They're redoing the deck. You out, Floyd?
I'm a supplier. I may say this is how I make my living. I don't collect shit, but I love supplying.
But yeah, a lot of our favorite things are from you. The joke phone in the dining room.
I do.
But we never go in there anymore. We've got it kind of nice in there because we don't go in there. Anywhere we go, we just leave detritus. Is that the right word?
I say detritus, but
detritus?
You could probably say it that way. Chances are I'm wrong.
You're getting old. You're the suppliers, the people I supply are the younger generations all the time.
Where do you supply this stuff, Floyd?
From dead people.
No, miners and merchants. I'm giving you a plug.
I'm sorry.
Dead people.
That's where I get it. And then it comes to miners and merchants. But dead people are I dehoard people, and I rehoard.
Floyd's old
people.
Antique shop that he had in Denver was called Dead People's Things, which I think you should change the name. Well, you'll be dead soon enough,
Dead
and whoever you.
Well, that's the ironic part.
What?
Well, yeah, because you'll be picking my bones soon enough, and I'm just making sure I sell everything of value before then, so my kids don't yard sale it for shit. Some dirtball like me, Oh, did I say out loud? I'm sorry. Is this on?
I did grab some good shit from Reno. Reno has the best antique shops, antique for us, where it's toys from the 70s we used to play with, and SSPs and G.I. Joes. And remember SSPs?
Yeah. That heavy steel wheel. Well, I remember the Evel Knievel too.
And with every generation, it changes. So as an antique deal, you have to. Other things don't sell anymore. You got to stay with it and try to stay somewhat attuned to what the hell's going on.
Floyd, I don't know. We probably didn't bring it up because we had other shit going on. But Floyd had to go back. Floyd, if you don't remember, had the ass cancer and decided to live and go through the surgery. And now we call him Floyd the bag behind his back. We don't really do that. But he had to go back in for hernia surgery. I've done a couple hernia surgeries, but Floyd had his entire lower torso, everything from ribs to fucking fat upper dick area, as I quote Brendan Walsh.
You would think if you don't have to push to shit anymore, you're not going to get more hernias. How did that happen?
I looked a little like a poo. We all know who a poo is. I mean, he's got that. Boom. Okay. But I lost 40 pounds.
Quit bragging. That's cheating, Floyd. I told you.
I lost 20 pounds on the Atkins and 20 pounds on the feeder tube. Okay, there you go.
They're just pushing bacon through your tube?
It was the Atkins feeder tube. But anyway, I'm down to my disco weight, which is without the chain.
Well, they fucked up your surgery. You had a botched surgery. You had to go back in. No one wants to hear this.
Same thing 2 years ago.
I turned 50 and I won life.
Yeah.
I thought, and on that tour, as the tour is leading into the last night as I turned 50, I go, 2 more days. I don't know.
What's the over-under?
What's going wrong?
Day and a half?
If I hit 50, I beat life. Based on everything they tell me will kill me, I won.
Absolutely.
You truly
ahead
did.
of the game.
Yeah.
I blew off my appointment for my nut problem, and now it hurts half as much as it did before.
Oh, me too. Thanks for your advice.
Mostly it'll go away.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, being here, getting drunk with you guys makes it almost fucking worth it, because
Neighbor Dave, you can leave that open. It's going to get smoky and hot in here, and it's starting to get nice.
Being able to drink again and hang out, for another day is fucking worth it, 'cause tomorrow, who cares,
Well, that's why I go the other way. I go, hey, if I die tomorrow, that's one more day without Floyd drunk.
Yeah.
Am I just fucking with?
Well, thank you.
Wait, who's it? What's the number to the next of kin? We should probably have it in case of emergencies. And what's your pant size?
We should get some kind of Floyd life insurance policy and do squares with it, like football.
We do it once a month. Rotate it.
My pant size is suspenders. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, fill the void.
You got Chad. You get your disability back.
I did.
They're gonna have to pay.
I had to go for a final hearing to get my disability back, and they decided that I was indeed a lunatic. My newest wrinkle to my fucking mental repertoire has fucking helped a lot with that. I have developed something now.
Before the reveal, before the prestige.
Yes, there it is.
This is where see, I don't want you to do it because it would take too
Oh,
long.
I'm doing it.
Chaille could go back to when that horrible woman that you had to sit with that declined your disability a year ago.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
No,
It's
too long of a story. It's not a soundbite.
It bears mentioning that when you went through that and then you were basically in limbo, you've been in limbo for an amount of time, which now all of the payments, it's retroactive.
Retro, baby.
I'm about to get a fat payday. I probably won't be driving my golf cart next week. I'm already looking at trucks on Craigslist.
You've been out of weed for days and you showed up happy.
Yeah, well, I've been out of weed since this morning, so not really.
But you still showed up happy, and it wasn't.
I got a lot of positive stuff going on. I looked it up. I think it's called hypomania. I thought I was in a good mood, but I think I'm in I got a line of credit in Jenny's name online, which was a fucking bad thing to do.
That's a business expense, sir. If you need me to help you out on this, I can explain it.
Definitely jack that all up.
Yeah.
But whenever I do have a business, I know that Jenny's going to be in charge of my business because as a minority woman, she probably gets more tax breaks than me. I don't know much about it, but I
Did
know
you get anything for her, like a shaker can or a barrette for her hair?
Listen, Sweetwater doesn't have anything that Jenny wants.
You'd be surprised.
Listen, Jenny wants me to make money. Trust me, that's all she wants.
She might not get more tax breaks, but she'll get more press coverage.
There you go.
So I don't know where we were talking about.
You were talking about you get your disability back.
The disability.
Yeah, well, that's a positive thing. I've been broke for a year, so I didn't have any income. I didn't want to get a job. But it was nice because in the last I'd say the last month or so, I actually got my head out of my ass and I've been in my fucking closet recording, learning what I need to do so I can make money recording audiobooks.
Before I get to my last 2 weeks of bullshit on the road,
again,
you were going to do some like.
Oh, like a trade?
It's common with actors in LA. I think even Mother did one when she was doing videos for like work videos. Hey, welcome to Abscam, and you're gonna, as a new employee, this is what you can expect. So it was a trade manual,
trade manual. I'm still aspiring to do those, by the way.
I got a job at Busch Gardens, and I had to take a course, which consisted of someone turning on a VCR and then leaving the room while I learned how to actually operate a forklift. And it was complete bullshit, but those people it's like someone showed them.
Starting out, it's something you do.
Someone showed them how to operate the forklift, the actor that didn't watch the video. Why don't you just do that to us? Right. Because you showed this guy how to go in forward and reverse, and yet I'm watching the fucking video.
Well, that guy probably costs a lot more money than the retard who's willing to read it into a microphone.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
I auditioned for it was like How to Succeed as an automotive technician.
That's your wheelhouse.
That's your
exactly. And it was. I can't do characters. You look on the
characters.
The thing. Some of them have books that need characters. What am I gonna do?
See Chad doing a lady's voice.
Yes. Pictures. Kids in the hall with lipstick on.
I was trying to do one for Jenny, and I was doing actually pretty good with the women's voice because I've been watching some videos about how to do it.
YouTube,
you don't necessarily have to make a woman's voice; you just have to make it a little bit more breathy, and
annoying,
a little bit not like a cunt, like not your voice. But halfway through the book, I was just reading it out loud for the first time for Jenny, and I'm going through doing these voices, and halfway through the book, there's a 90-year-old Japanese guy. I was like, fuck it, man. I just went over the top. I was like, I'm never gonna submit an audition for this, so I'm just gonna go over the top.
Hold it, Jenny, can you give me 2 sugar cubes to put for front teeth?
But then Chad remembered a friend of Mishka that was here that wrote a short story. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is at ACX where I have to pull books from. Which the more I look at ACX books, I start looking at them, and
that's the Audible parent.
It's
company.
The extension, like instead of a .mp3 or a
No. ACX is the website where I can go like authors who are on Amazon because it's an Amazon company bring their books to ACX. And then I can go to ACX and audition to do their book.
That's also the file extension.
The problem is that they need editors worse than they need narrators. I seriously considered bailing out on narrating and just becoming an editor because I
just trying to read it out loud.
Well, most of them you don't even want to attempt because they're horrible. You're like, well, I don't really want to be associated with a horrible book,
right?
And
then when I was at the time, there's no punctuation.
It's bad. It's
you think they're going to notice you as a 90-year-old Japanese woman? Well, I mean, that's the book to take.
Well, he was a guy, but it could have been a woman the way I played it. I don't know.
Well, he actually...
But because I thought about it, and I was like, well, there's a guy that I met here, Samuel Keeley, came to a party, and he was friends with Mishka, and he writes stories and puts them on Amazon, which is the easiest way for somebody. So I went and looked at his story called The Mexican Ejection Seat, and it's basically like an essay of him just telling a story of him partying with a bunch of friends. It's way more fun to read and listen to than anything that's on ACX. So I messaged him on Facebook, and because I want instant gratification. So when I sent out an audition, I was expecting right away for them to be like, all right, you get it. You're the guy. And then when I didn't get anything back for
it's like
2
if you
days,
were coming here and I go, hey, can you pick up cigarettes on your way? And then 20 minutes later, I hear nothing like, I got to go get my own cigarettes. Fuck this. I quit smoking.
So I decided to circumvent it because I remembered Sam had posted on Facebook that he was selling a book on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I messaged Sam and I said, well, first I read his book to see if it was better
you've done that a bunch of times.
On ACX.
All that erotica. Wow.
Yeah.
Surprised you got out of the closet.
I have not auditioned for any erotica. I've not even read a whole erotica audition. I just thought it was funny.
I was pitching Tom ideas where we write the erotica for you to read.
Yeah.
We can't write erotica any worse than the people already writing erotica are doing it.
But I was pitching Tom the way that they write children's, like Pixar. I've never seen one, I think, but animated movies where they have two levels, one for the kids and one to amuse the adults that is over the kid's head.
The one taking the kids to the movie. And
so where we write you funny, where you're constantly, and then this faggot looks at me where you're obviously gay but denying it. And, it took me so long to come because I was thinking about beautiful women. Oh no, I came too quick because I was thinking about beautiful women and then I washed this boy in the tub and I apologized. I said, it's not you, it's me, but I'll be ready again in an hour. How about some champagne? And then I had to think about beautiful women again while I fucked this small boy to show him who's. It would be so much fun to write a gay erotica like doable. Children's movies. Yeah. You get the adult and you get the gay guy. Both.
Let's do it, Douglas.
Listen, I'm all for cross-marketing.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That way our closeted gay fan base, which is one dude trying to find the other killer termite dude.
Yeah.
Would have a reason. No, I listened to it for the funny part of the Chad Shank story.
No doubt.
Give him the excuse.
No doubt. That's the hook.
Dude, this new podcast is killer.
Just do it.
I threw up 3 times, but I was laughing most of the time.
I've been practicing a lot reading, and I don't know that I can do gay erotica unless it's funny. If
That's
it's
why
funny, I can do it.
Yeah, if we
but
did
to
it
try
here.
to do it seriously, I would be laughing when it wasn't funny, and that's not nobody's.
Well, you'll become a pro.
Yeah,
you're gonna get those skills.
I'm literally afraid I'm gonna become gay. Actually, I don't know how it works. I'm not sure.
My voice is too good for women.
I mean,
this is their new recruiting technique.
Yeah, you got to butch up, Chad.
Hey, there's no bugs, so there's no reason to have the screen shut.
Yeah, they'll dive right through that. Open that up, brother. Good man.
Just saying.
So good. So Samuel, has he gotten back to you?
Oh yeah, right away. Sam got back to me immediately, and he's a podcast listener. So he actually said that he has thought of it before of how great it would be if I could read one of his stories.
Cool.
So
no doubt.
To me, it's fun, and I actually have other stories that people that listen to the podcast have sent because fuck those guys on ACX. Fuck those guys. They're not podcast listeners.
Yeah.
If I can find stories that podcast listeners have on Amazon,
there you go.
That would be fun.
There you go. You will do that.
And it's stories that people want to listen to. Like Sam's story is about, it's like an essay kind of.
Biker party.
It's about going to Mexico on a motorcycle for a 4-day biker party, doing a bunch of drugs.
Interesting.
And it's something that people that listen to podcasts will relate to. Whereas the other one that I was looking at doing, or that I've auditioned for, is how to succeed at being an automotive technician. It's more boring, I guess.
Yeah. If I can ask, what's the pay rate between the two?
Okay, the pay rate is going to be the same no matter what, because the way I do it, or I haven't done it, but the way it works on my end is being new, my best bet is to do a royalty share.
Door deal.
Well, okay.
Which we can do.
That's okay, exactly. Because
we
of my
ain't gonna
situation,
be sitting here.
There's a per finished hour rate that you can get, and I can do a whole book for like $120 for like an hour long book or something. Or like what Sam and I will do is we will split 20% of all the royalties. He'll get 20% of royalties and I'll get 20% of royalties.
And we will plug it. Unlike a training manual,
Right.
which we're like, let's go to break. Hey, there's a great training manual on how to work a forklift. I love it.
Listen, if I do a training manual on how to run a forklift, I'm still going to plug it here. But I would rather plug something.
But
that
you'd get a
would be-
flat rate. With us and a story we like and someone we can promote it.
And I'm splitting royalty profits with a guy that listens to the podcast and is a guy that I met and drank with. It's a friend. It's better. Yeah.
Look at the internet. How amazing.
Fucking A. All I got to do now is fucking learn how to read this thing.
You should have just closed on read.
Read, period.
I just have to learn how to read.
Shit, it can fix it. Make me funny.
Have you been thinking about your next audiobook? Because you just turned in the first draft.
I had to go from book to
I know.
prepping taxes to trying to. I went to Austin. It was supposed to be. Well, I went and I filmed a special, Doug Stanhope and Friends special. All I had to do was host it at South by Southwest. This fucking ridiculous
Hipster party.
Who was on the bill?
Yeah, it's Beard and Friends.
Who was
Beard Fest.
That's one of those erotic books that he was going to read.
Oh, fuck.
Well, who was on the bill?
Well, it was a great bill. It was Morgan Murphy, Brendan Walsh, Glenn Wool, and all I had to do was host. I had not been on stage in 6 months since before Bingo's coma. But I go, all I have to do is host. I can pull it off.
Of course.
Well, I sucked shit. Fortunately, Hennigan is the director and the editor
Of the production.
All right, Brian.
So it'll be me going, hey, how's everyone? Your next comic.
So is that your form of an apology to the people in Austin who saw it?
No, that was the problem. I thought Austin is in my top 3 most comfortable, best fan bases. It's Austin.
Right.
I can get through this. Even if I go long and they cut it down to short, well, no. At South by Southwest, this is one of their events. So all the people that get in, my fans couldn't get in. These are people that spent $1,700 on a platinum pass. It's doing a small room to industry.
Yeah.
All the people that feel like they're cool because they're agents and fucking lunkhead industry fucks with a pat. My people, can you get me in? Because I want to see you before I die. I have fucking early onset teenage leukemia.
You got 10-year-olds coming to your fucking show.
I'm out on a day pass. I have an anklet. Can you get me in? I have to be back in the halfway house by 10. No, so it was like awful audiences. Brendan Glenn Wool, Morgan Murphy fucking killed. Yeah, I ate shit. We did 2 shows, and everyone has a laminate around their neck.
Yeah.
And
I saw one of them that was in the stuff when I cleaned out the van when you got back. And it's like, I'm someone special, and there's an arrow pointing up at their chin.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, who's going to fucking wear that? And why would this go to the committee unless they're all beardos in the committee and go, that would really appeal to all of
It's
them.
ironic, Chaille. It's funny.
I know, yeah. I get it.
It's like any taping. They'll make it look good, but only podcast listeners will know how fucking awful it really was. It's just not our crowd. Like if my crowd was in there, and you're also time constraints. We do 2 shows, so yeah, it's an hour special. So you got to get off because we have to change out the room. Second show's scheduled for midnight. Didn't get started till 1 a.m.
And you have to control your drinking because you need to have a couple of cocktails before.
Yeah, you had to control it with Adderall,
Yeah.
so I was talking way faster than I should have.
That's not control.
That's the best way to control drinking I've found.
Yeah, out of control. Perfect.
Wait.
Hang on. Before I go on with this, that special will be on CISO in June. Look for it. But you told me a story in your golf cart. your 4-wheel drive golf cart.
You got to remind me. I don't know.
That I was gone when you were here, and you were doing Adderall and drinking with the Chailles.
Uh-oh.
This is not a funny story, I don't think, but it is kind of funny.
Was this the day you did the podcast with us?
Yes.
So I'll set it up that Chad wanted to go over some of his equipment. So I go, bring it over here and set it up, and then, hang out, and then we can do the Near the Wild podcast, Becker, John Norris, and I, and we'd set it up in here, and then this is what happened.
Well, that was fun. All of it was fun. I checked my gear, found out I had a bad microphone. That was fucking fantastic because I was ready to quit because I thought it just sounded like shit because I have no idea, no reference. So
it did sound like shit.
Shaylee's like, why do you sound like shit? I go, that's what I've been wondering. My microphone was bad. I had to get a new microphone. But then we did the Near the Wild podcast, and I had a lot of fucking fun with that. But we ate an Adderall before that. So then whenever we were done drinking at about 12:30 and Chaille and Tracey went to bed, then I was still here drunk as fuck and awake. And I decided that it would be hilarious if I got in my golf cart. It goes about 60 is the top speed. So
open air on the sides, windshield.
Wait, it's not a golf cart.
It's a Polaris Ranger. It's a golf cart, a 900cc golf cart, basically. 4-wheel drive golf cart. It's a huge, I decided to drive home at 1 in.the.morning at top speed in my golf cart. All the way from here to home. I left. Before I left, I was like, I'm gonna go as fast as I can, no matter what the speed limit is, all the way home. And the premise was that it would be hilarious if I got into a high-speed chase, drunk in this fucking golf cart.
Allegedly drunk.
I went 60 miles an hour the entire way home from here. Sometimes I'm afraid at about 45 oh shit!
It's like the first time skiing.
Drunk,
you're going too fast.
No fear whatsoever. Really? I was laughing because I kept like, "Where's the cop?" Because I wanted to get in a high-speed chase in a golf cart so bad. So it didn't happen. I just made it home in record time. Is all that happened. So, all's well that ends well.
I think we should break. I'll get back to the tour.
Yes.
But I think we should break. Piss. That sounds like a good breaking point.
It is. That is the night, Doug, that I was mentioning earlier that we were on Skype. We called Bert Kreischer and asked him the best way to get people to give us their phone numbers so that we could Skype them and then record their messages. And that's what's on the 200th episode.
You told me that last night when I just got back from the road, and we ended in Reno, so it was a 2-day drive. Yeah. And you told me that, and I thought I was there and completely blacked it out.
You thought he was the one who did the, talk to the people.
I don't remember doing Skype with people.
But you dismissed him just as much as you would have had you been there or not been there. Like, all right.
Yeah.
No, I had to ask.
He had to ask.
Because it was one of those things where you go,
you really
maybe I really should cut back or quit because I have no memory. Like, it used to be you'd black out, for a little while. And then as the day went on, you'd remember more and more. And then someone would say something, you go, oh, fuck, I forgot I did that. And then there's some nights you go, I have no recollection of that incident. And I thought it was one of those. But Kreischer, you just reminded me of something. Then we'll go to break.
All right.
But in my junk mail folder, I lost my cord on the last tour from my computer. So I was trying to do everything by phone, which I can't do anything by phone.
Wait, your power cable?
Yeah. So I had no laptop where I know how to do shit. So I got back, and last night I was just going through emails, and I'm clearing out my junk folder, which occasionally, or a lot of times, shit goes to my junk folder, and it's from Delta. I have Delta.
You're deep in Delta.
But I'm saying Delta is here's your itinerary. Why is one Delta thing in my junk folder when half of my other regular, it's all fucked. So I'm going through it, and there's junk folders could be labeled LinkedIn folders.
Yeah.
But I got one that said, Bert Kreischer wants you to follow up to just like all LinkedIn junk mail, because I made a LinkedIn profile a million years ago. Well, what's next? No, Facebook's a new thing. LinkedIn. So I made Bert Kreischer wants you to add him in your LinkedIn. And I go, I know Bert Kreischer is not working his LinkedIn. And I'm thinking, are people getting Doug Stanhope really is hoping you fucking join him on LinkedIn because I have a profile? So if anyone knows the answer to that, yes.
Like a bot request.
Should I just fucking delete my LinkedIn? And if I did, I'd have to figure out what was my passcode 1,000 years ago. Like, just, if you get LinkedIn junk mail from me, I set up a profile and abandoned it immediately. I never thought about it again.
Yeah.
So for me and Bert Kreischer and anyone else, yes, that wasn't us. We accidentally set up a thing and you're getting junk mail.
I just added Bert.
Well, you're a business person. All right, break time.
We're going to take a break from this very important podcast because I want to tell you guys something that's changed my life. It is the Boilermaker kit at DougStanhope.com. Before I found out about this great product, I was making Boilermakers all wrong. I was pouring the beer in my mouth, and then I had a handful of whiskey, and I was trying to splash that in my mouth. It was a mess. I'm half blind in one eye. But now, thanks to the Doug Stanhope Boilermaker kit, I'm drinking like a pro. Get your own, DougStanhope.com.
We'll do it live. Ready?
Hold on, I need my glasses if I'm doing it live. You know what? I wrote a little bit of a copy here. I'm looking for a Japanese male that's 90. Can either of you?
Yeah. Chad, here he is.
It's so weird how things come up
experience. You'd like me to read any copy as a 90-year-old Japanese
if
guy?
anyone wants, is that warm yet?
Yes, it is.
All right, it's warm. Is it mixed up?
I already tore one of them up and said to Dave.
Yeah, this is pulled pork sliders.
It's fucking great, Doug. Thank you.
I will get on that so that I don't try to drive home furiously.
60 miles an hour nonstop, exactly.
And they call that hypomania?
Are we recording?
We're recording.
It's like a minor mania.
It's like less.
Yeah.
Like hypoglycemic.
It was supposed to be a break, but we realized Bert Kreischer, and we have the Bert Kreischer announcement. If you're on the mailing list, you'd already know.
If you're on the mailing list, you should be on the mailing list already.
Yeah, at DougStanhope.com. Sign up on the mailing list, not contact page. Hey, how do I get on the mailing list? Click the button beside the one that you clicked to get fucking emailing me. Some guy today emailed me about this Boston show. Well, evidently all the scalpers picked up your tickets before I could get one.
What?
Now they're going for $300 to $1,000. I go, no, if you're on the mailing list, you would have got that announcement a long time ago, and it didn't sell out after that for a long time. So don't act like scalpers. Thank you for breathing heaves of fucking wet, heavy smoke up my ass like I'm selling out so fast that scalpers are jumping out. No.
So he tried to buy a ticket in March for a last November show because the show basically just said those tickets are good for later, and it was almost sold out when we had to cancel. So I mean, he was fucking too late to begin with, and anyone who picked up those tickets probably did them on some kind of a trade or some kind of a deal on Craigslist.
I like when someone tries to bullshit you into, oh, I'm sorry, let me try to figure out how to get you into. I know how long I wasn't sold out.
Yeah.
And I know who gets notifications first is people on the mailing list. I know it's a lot of trouble. It is for me sometimes. But that aside, if you're on the mailing list, you already know in Bisbee, May 20th, Bert Kreischer and I, and special guests to be determined.
I already got a couple.
Well, that's the thing. We have a couple, and then we hope for better, and then we go, okay, Mishka, You can.
He'll be. I think he's going to be
fucking with Mishka.
He's just kidding, Mishka.
Mishka's show is on April 6th at the Stock Exchange.
Yes,
we'll talk about that later.
No, you just did.
Well,
April 6th.
I was going to say because
the night I'll be in Boston.
I'm supposed to host the show because I was going to do it. So because Chad wanted to, but then he didn't want to. So I go, I'll do it.
No, I wanted to last year, and then I sucked at it, and then I know not to do it again because I'm smart.
Now I'm on the bill. So I've got the Hidden Tools of Comedy and the Comedy Bible. Which one did you start with, Doug?
I started
he's holding up the books.
What was his name that I fucked with on the green room?
What's
Belzer. Richard Belzer.
What's merch? I go, it's the book that you sold me when I started comedy, you fucking... What's merch?
That you tried to get over for 5 years. That was a good
clip. I'm going to put that in the show notes because that was really fucking funny.
Classic.
With Glenn Wool and Garofalo.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, so that's April 6th. It's Mishka, Christine Levine.
Yes.
I know Anthony DeSimito is on the bill.
Excellent.
And I think that gal that... What?
Anwar?
What?
Anwar Newton.
Oh, yeah.
Anwar Newton?
Yes.
I'm working Boston on the... Wait, this is Mishka's show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Boston when I could be trying to fuck a chubby, gay, Hispanic kid.
Yep.
I got him.
Yeah. He will be shanked.
Hey, Anthony.
So May 20th at the Bisbee Royale, we're doing a live audience swapcast. Bert Kreischer, Doug Stanhope. Tickets at dougstanhope.com. It's also on brown paper tickets, but just go to dougstanhope.com. If you're listening to this now,
we will have special guests.
It's probably sold out. It's $25 tickets, and that's it. It's going to be fucking great.
Great place.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm taking May off.
Oh, fuck. We're recreating the FunHouse on stage. They left their last production, the set up, and I'm having Gretchen paint it like the FunHouse.
Oh,
we're going to bring in the neons.
Oh, that's great.
Tracey, we're bringing the Teosetti's bar, their portable bar, and Tracy's bartending on stage, and we'll have her mic'd up.
Tracy.
It's fucking fantastic.
There you are. Come to the FunHouse.
That's what it is. If you're hearing this, you can't buy tickets.
I get to be one of the special guests, right?
You and Doug and Bert are the main characters.
You're part of the
I just want to be there. I don't care where I get to be.
That's like Baba Booey saying, hey, Bob,
Howard Stern,
am I going to be there to do a live event? Can I get tickets? You're kind of part of the show.
So I do have, well, we'll talk about it more because you just got back. And we've got plenty of people that want to be out here for this.
Yeah.
Bert
and we're doing the Southeast. I don't know where.
I got the dates right here.
Yeah, you get some of them.
No, well, I got everything that I have right now. I went on brown paper tickets.
I'm shitting on Brian Hennigan right now.
My point is,
I'll book you. Oh, hang on. I want to fill you in for the day after tomorrow. I'm still working on some I'm on the road. Hey, if you could pull over, I'll tell you if you should go left or right. I'm still in negotiation. There's comics that have their 2018 New Year's Eve booked already at a fucking Indian casino. And Hennigan's still working out 3 weeks from now.
I thought I had Hennigan figured out. I thought we were friends. Like for a while, I was like, Hennigan doesn't like me, and then I was like, okay, I think maybe Hennigan might like. But then he unfollowed me on Twitter, and now I'm not sure exactly where I stand. Like I get it if you never followed me on Twitter, but to follow me and then unfollow me on
made
Twitter,
a change?
like that's I don't know. I still follow you, Hennigan, because I love you. So.
That doesn't make any sense because I've had that happen where I've followed people I don't have any idea who they are, and I know I've followed people like Norton, I think, was one. There was a comics I know I followed, and then when I check, I'm like, no, I know I follow fucking Norton of anyone.
Of course.
Then they think you're lying.
one thing that I found is if you I didn't know, you hit the back button, like you could be like, oh yeah, follow that. But then if you hit the back button to go to your other page, then it undoes what you did.
Yeah, exactly.
But that didn't happen. Hennigan fucking unfollowed me. So maybe I offended him. I don't know.
Well, he does get drunk and angry. We could go over these stories with fucking Brett Erickson, where he gets drunk with Erickson and just starts berating him. I don't even know why the fuck you're in this fucking city, and
why the fuck are you in LA?
Yeah, where he has to kind of babysit Hennigan. Like, I'm just gonna get you home, little man. You're fucking nothing. You don't fucking work in it. Okay, Brian.
Well, I did check with brown paper tickets today to see where we are going to be in the next 2 weeks. And it's starting April 10th in Charlotte, North Carolina, the 11th in Athens, Georgia, the 12th in Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville, remember? That was the Gray Eagle.
Asheville.
Fucking great.
And Spartanburg is going to be scary.
South Carolina, right after that.
Scary.
Then we have 2 days off, which that's weird because usually just get the one. So we might be getting some fill-ins.
That's a Brian to be announced.
Yes. So this is why you get on the mailing list. That's why I'm on the mailing list. So I can find out.
Yeah, that would make sense.
When the date.
I'm on the mailing list, so I know where I'm playing.
Then we go on the 16th. We got Richmond, Virginia. The 17th, Virginia Beach. The 19th, Wilmington, North Carolina. Then we're back to on the 20th at Columbia, South Carolina. Then we got 2 days off again, once again, and then we're winding up. There's going to be I probably shouldn't say that. We've got a date in Atlanta, Georgia, on the 24th, but I'm pretty sure that might get added. Another one might get added.
Yeah, there's one date in Atlanta. There might be a second somewhere else. I told him, if you book 2 dates in Atlanta, book them on different sides of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they'll sell out.
Yeah.
But that way someone doesn't have to drive. And I know I'm fucking with you because now you're crazy. Do I buy the one that's available? Yeah. Well, you know what? At Mr. Hennigan.
Hey, where?
How about more than a few weeks' notice? Some of us have jobs and lives.
Was Atlanta where we ran into?
It's in the book, but I don't use his name. The new book.
That guy.
Yes.
No, I meant the phone book. What are you talking about?
Mishka evidently is moved or moving to Atlanta. So he will be on the Athens, Georgia date and the Atlanta date or dates. Other than that, I don't know who's coming with.
Mishka will be on the Athens and Atlanta dates.
Cool. He said, hey, can I, because I told him drunkenly, yes, on text. Yes, you're moving to Atlanta. You can be on those 2 dates. But I need to bring someone strong with me.
Oh, and that's 2 dates.
Couple.
That's 2 dates.
Comic.
Yeah.
He's a strong musician. I need to bring some strong comics because I'm still developing shit that I was developing 6 months ago when all that development went into other problems. So now
developments.
Last week I had a lot of fun, but
so
he asked if
better
he could
be
do
on it.
all the other dates too. You know, Mishka.
Yeah.
Hey, I hate to always bust your balls. I hate to ask you over and over. Hey, could you? Hey, I've always. Well, you know what? I don't mind telling you no. Mishka's a guy I like to say nope.
But you said
so. You always ask me, Mishka, because if it's a no, I relish in telling you no.
Last night, maybe you were a couple
lovingly.
You were a couple drinks in, and you said, "Yeah, he's going to do Athens and Atlanta." So today, I shipped all of our merch there. So it's guaranteed.
Yeah, he will
Mishka is opening Athens and Atlanta. Whether we book another show or I don't know what's going on, but yes, the merch. That's where it's going. So.
All right, did you get through all the dates?
Yes,
right.
May 20th.
I wasn't listening.
We're taking a break yet? Because I have to piss.
I got to piss again.
Let's. That's a real break now. For real this time.
This episode of the Doug Stanhope Podcast is sponsored by Blue Apron. Get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/Stanhope. That's blueapron.com/Stanhope. Blue Apron. a better way to cook.
All right, Chad. Tom Konopka spends way too much time locked in the main house here at 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603, to the point where it's scary. It's like he's in a supermax where he spends 23 hours a day locked in the house.
You're not telling me anything, Stanhope. It's scary to me. I'm a psychopathic shut-in, and I don't spend that much time locked in the house.
But the only time I see him on his 1 hour of exercise time in the yard is the fleeting moments where the postal, FedEx, UPS service, whoever comes up and beeps outside the gate, he races out like a cockroach, signs for a box, and then races back in to the main house and locks himself back in.
Admittedly, that is weird behavior, but what about the smells coming out of that room? The other day it smelled like carrots, I'm pretty sure.
Or Tai Chi, or one of those things that I don't even know what the smell is. But how does he get this stuff? He never leaves the house.
I think it comes right to the gate, Stanhope.
I get it from Blue Apron. Affordable for less than $10 per person per meal. Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-proportioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. Customize your recipes each week based on your preferences. Blue Apron has several delivery options so you can choose what fits your needs. There's no weekly commitment, so you only get deliveries when you want them. Guaranteed? Yes, they are. Blue Apron's freshness guarantee promises that every ingredient in your delivery arrives ready to cook, or they'll make it right.
So now Bingo says, oh, he says he's got this Blue Apron thing where he just makes all these meals that are delivered to the house. Why are the doors locked? Why aren't we getting to eat any of the Tom Konopka Blue Apron?
He's getting pretty big.
His gut's going down, but his muscles are getting big. I think he's not sharing some superhuman secret of how to age well, live life, eat delicious gourmet foods, and he's not sharing it with us. And he's in the main house. I'm in the small house. Look at you, Chad. You've gotten 6 inches shorter, and you're 8 inches wider.
Do you think he's hoarding the couscous?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Blue Apron. It's a better way to cook. And the first 3 meals are free. Yeah, I got that with Columbia House Record and Tape Club, where all I had to do was tape a penny with a fake name, and I'd get 10 albums for free. ELO and Bob Seger. They keep sending you meals that you love, and then you don't cancel. And now here I am. I'm a 50-year-old man at Columbia House Record and Tape Club, which has been out of business since 1981. There's still one guy sending me tapes of Diana Ross. I'm learning to do that dance. God damn it.
The Macarena?
No, the hustle, man. I'm still getting the hustle. My mom yelled at me for Columbia House Record and Tape Club in 1977 or 9. Yeah, they still said when the zombie apocalypse comes, Blue Apron, a guy with a Blue Apron alone will still be sending you fucking almond encrusted red snapper. There's only 3 people on earth you owe me for the almond encrusted red snapper. You signed up for it 80 years ago. It's still a better way to cook.
Get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/Stanhope. That's blueapron.com/Stanhope. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
All right, let's blow through the thank yous all together because there's so many. I've been gone so long. Thank you. Someone who sent me the Stanhope House, Home of the Blues from Stanhope, New Jersey t-shirt. I used to own that years ago. Someone sent me, there's a place in Stanhope, New Jersey called Stanhope House, and it's a small blues bar, and I want to play there. I want to film a special there. Someone who's running for local office, Stephen Gray, sent it to me, but the guy, it's a long story. Someone sent Bingo a blue purse without a name. We get a lot of gifts with no names. She appreciated that.
It's not a purse. It's a Bible holder with a handle.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I know.
I got to blow through all these.
All right,
Stop. We're
Sorry.
making this fucking podcast.
I want them to know that we appreciate the Bible holder that has Doug's old book.
Yes.
Digging Up Mother in it.
All right.
Absolutely.
It was already opened when I got here.
Drink number 2.
Paul Welke, who was the old
Death
winner
Pool
of the Death Pool. Yes. Creepy guy that always tells you stories about threesomes you don't want to imagine. He sent me a jacket that will be immediately sent to the thrift store because it's a plaid, but it's black and gray. We need...
Yeah.
He found it in a thrift store.
It's
He's
gotta
nice,
pop.
but he sent me a copy of Smart Fuck magazine, a fake cover framed with a bunch of stuff about us.
I'm gonna put it right-
I don't have time to read through.
gonna go right
Paul
here.
Welke, thank you. Christine from my old girlfriend from my teenage years from Massachusetts sent me Vintage National Lampoon, which I really
that's great.
can't wait to dig into. John Jung, he sent a John Waters DVD. Sheldon Wines, I don't know if I mentioned him before I left on this trip, but he showed up. Sheldon Wines, he sent us that 4-pack of bottles of wine, which Tracey has definitely gone through by now.
Thank you.
Thank you, says
That was
Tracey.
Dylan. Dylan sent us wine, too.
Oh, well, it's Sheldon Wine. It might be Dylan Sheldon. Sheldon is the last name. Sheldon Wines. He's up in the wine area. It's Santa Cruz. I'll get to that podcast one day. We get a lot of shit on this tour. Someone gave us a lot of drugs. And one I'm scared to try. Chad will try it.
Hello.
Sour gummy 1 milligram. That's a bar of Xanax in sour gummy bears. Each one's a bar. That's what I used to take if I had to fly L.A. to London nonstop.
Is that a peach? So they call that a peach?
No, that's a bar.
You got
So
one in
what's
your
a
pocket?
Peach is a quarter.
Throw it in my face. I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Throw it.
We're going to find out.
That's it.
Make sure
Shake
you have
it
a
up.
bed ready that you're going to sleep for
I'm
a
not
lot
driving
of
home
hours.
tonight.
Small house.
I've heard that
Blake.
before.
MUFC, the last winner sent
Death
me.
Pool.
Death Pool winner.
Yeah, he sent me a prank book.
MUFC.
He sent us a bunch of shit. I don't remember if we talked about it
Yeah.
last time I was home. And some guy named Chris sent me just sent a letter. A lot of people send letters. You don't get fucking name checked. But he sent me a letter with pictures of him at Machu Picchu wearing a Doug Stanhope t-shirt.
Nice.
So I thought,
That is
let's
cool.
carry that on.
Yes.
You buy a Doug Stanhope t-shirt, send a picture of you in a weird fucking place. Because right now, Chris has set the bar at the top of Machu Picchu.
Yes.
Wearing a Doug Stanhope
Tweet
t-shirt.
it. Tweet it or I don't believe it.
Tweet it and we'll put it on the show notes. And if they tweet it, they get. Is it? What was our Skype thing? Was it Stanhope Podcast? I think I have a Gmail Stanhope Podcast.
We'll get to your thanks and let's get the fuck out.
Who's thanks?
You.
Oh, thanks.
Tom's ready.
I got also Christopher, who had sent us some stuff before, sent me a T-shirt that was really cool. Also sent Tom Konopka and Tracey a T-shirt. He wrote a letter. I'm not going to read it, but I wish I knew who Christopher was because he sends me binders full of stories that are pretty decent stories. If you could submit them to Amazon.com, we can work out a fucking deal to
have you do voiceover.
I can't even get. He doesn't even leave a return email, like address or an email or anything. It's just Christopher is all I know. So Christopher with the fucking cool drug stories and binders and T-shirts. Email me and we'll work out something.
There you go.
I don't know what else I have. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I have a postcard that says, "Chad, you remind me of my best friend. I'm glad to hear you on the podcast. Keep on." From Blake.
Blake.
That was very nice.
Yeah.
The sauce.
Got
the
this.
Sauce.
It says, for Doug, Chad, Tom, and the rest of the gang, this is spiced coconut vinegar condiment marinade. Shake before use. From Ben Slouter, London fan. I already texted a picture of it to Jenny to see if she knew what it was, but she says no, but she's anxious to find something to cook for the FunHouse.
I can't. I'll drink that with a shot of the absinthe.
There you are.
Mix it
up. You're on, brother.
One's as good as the other.
And I brought you an axe for next year at Halloween from Ghost Ride Productions.
It's fucking real.
And I got a bunch of stuff coming out.
That is killer.
I'm excited about the axe.
Before we close out, can I mention the now for all you old fucks like me
and me,
the new DVD of the last special is now available on the website No Place Like Home. What's it doing on CISO? I've never heard of CISO. Right. What's Netflix? Do you have cassette tapes? Yeah, well, we have a DVD that is now available at DougStanhope.com, where you should already be on the mailing list. Yeah, now you can get a DVD of it, and you'll know what I'm talking about now that I do my next tour, because everything I do is an evolution of what I said before. Yeah. It's a continuing conversation. So get No Place Like Home at DougStanhope.com. And when you see the new tour, you see what you win after I'm dead. Because that's a favorite bit of mine coming up.
It is
a bit.
It's also going to go out on the mailing list. We have vinyl coming in. It'll be here next week.
Shit.
It's going to be, we're going to do it on the tour. We're selling vinyl of the last special, not the old special. The last special will be available, and we'll make that.
We're drunk. Available. Let's close it up and play Mishka Shubaly, who will be on the end of the tour. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Exchange.
I'm home. Chad Shank's
welcome
happy.
back, Dougie.
Tom
the Chailles are home.
Full of fucking BlueApron.com.
Loving it.
And Chaille has to edit this shit by the morning. Thank you. Play some Mishka Shubaly.
Pass me the lampshade, I'm drunk again. Blew my drug money on a quart of gin. Well, I am a cultured man with tastes discriminating, but I'll settle for a tall glass of anything. Fell in love with love and death and darkness. If I'm a bad drunk, well, it's not for lack of practice. This is no modern romance. 'Cause I'm going home in a fucking ambulance. Well, am I the only one drinking tonight? The only one drinking tonight. Spring break gone broke, it's sprung. Now I'm the only one. Mirrored medicine cabinet door like the hatch of a submarine. Bottles inside like buttons and dials and tiny backlit screens. Bloody footprints on the bathroom floor. In a hotel close to the airport. Well, am I the only octopus with its head